Now, if you're someone who never really enjoyed the 9-to-5 lifestyle, or you've got a day job that's just not quite working for you, or you've always wanted to become an entrepreneur or a business owner, but you just don't have the capital to start a business, so you feel kind of stuck, then today's episode is for you. I'm going to share with you 5 different businesses that you can start on minimal to no capital at all. So you can get started pretty much as soon as you finish the video without having to worry about needing to save up thousands of dollars beforehand. Hi guys, this is Stella Bella. Hey guys, welcome back to the HUBient channel. This is Stella Bella. Now, if you're someone who never really enjoyed the 9-to-5 lifestyle, or you've got a day job that's just not quite working for you, or you've always wanted to become an entrepreneur or a business owner, but you just don't have the capital to start a business, so you feel kind of stuck, then today's episode is for you. I'm going to share with you 5 different businesses that you can start on minimal to no capital at all. So you can get started pretty much as soon as you finish the video without having to worry about needing to save up thousands of dollars beforehand. So let's dive right into it. Number 1, start a service-based business. So this is something that you're already skilled in, talented in, and you want to share that skill with the world. Particularly great if you are a graphic designer, you're already an expert in some sort of field and you're able to teach that skill to somebody else, or even if you are a fitness trainer or a writer, any of those skills that don't actually require you to spend a lot of money or any money, but you're able to share that skill with somebody else. And you don't need any money to start with. For example, even if you're a fitness instructor, you don't necessarily need to teach people in a gym. You can do it at their home, in a park, start running classes just out in the open public area where you don't need to rent out a space or a gym to do so. And a lot of service-based businesses, when you first start off, you can start offering your service and the expenses only occur once you're actually doing the work. So for example, if you are a dance instructor, you can start running classes outside community halls where you may need to hire the hall to begin with, which will cost money. But if you don't get enough numbers to run, you can always cancel the class and you won't need to worry about having to fork out the rent for the place, especially if you're doing all of this casually to begin with. The only thing you might have to consider when it comes to this is a very minimal amount for advertising, in which case you won't have to save up for long at all. You just need to save up enough so that you can put together some flyers, some promotion, or even Facebook, Instagram, social media ads that will reach your target market, whatever that may be. And do be aware that if it doesn't happen, you may end up losing that money that you spent on promotion. But compared to a product-based business where you might need to get stock, hold the stock, and if it's a perishable item, you might end up having to write off the stock because it goes off or expires. That will actually cost a lot more to begin with than a service-based business. My second recommendation is dropshipping. Now, this one, little hit and miss. You need to make sure you find the right supplier that you can trust with the product that you're trying to sell. Dropshipping is basically getting someone else, so someone who already supplies the product, to send the product directly to someone who orders it from you, so the customer. The best part about this is that you do not need to have stock on hand. You only need to put an order through as soon as an order comes in. So you only pay for the product once you've received income for that product, for the sale of that product. The only issue with this is that there's a lot of dropshippers around who are very dodgy or just won't give the service that you would personally want if it was purely your business and the stock was in-house. Sometimes there's a delay because the customer wants it right now. They order it expecting it to come within a certain period, and you need to go through a third party or another person before you can actually get it to them. And once you've sent the order to them, then it's up to them how long they take to send the product to your client. Plus, quality control is also an issue because you won't be able to see whether the product is faulty or damaged or even of high quality before you send it to the client. So it's definitely important for you to make sure, if you are going down the route of dropshipping, that you find a reputable and trustworthy supplier, a dropshipper, before you base your entire business model around it. Number 3, let's have a look at affiliate marketing. Now, this isn't for everyone. It does take a little bit of social media influence in order to gain traction in this field. But affiliate marketing is basically selling somebody else's product and then getting paid a commission every time you sell it. The people who do tend to make a living off it are the ones who have a strong following already. And people trust their word, trust their experience, trust what they recommend, and therefore a lot of people will buy whatever it is that they want to recommend. The only issue with this is that a lot of people tend to just push a lot of affiliate products without checking whether they're legitimate or not. Sometimes you may be promoting a product that isn't quite ethical or actually doesn't work, or the brand itself is one that shouldn't be trusted. Then it's your reputation and your word that's going to be affected at the end of the day. And the people who once trusted you, you might lose them all because of the wrong product that you're affiliated with. So do be careful with this one. But if you do start to build a fairly good, strong social media following, or you have a lot of people around you that trust you, and you can ethically and responsibly sell other people's products after doing your own research on them, then I highly recommend you give that a go. Now this brings me to number 4, which is to create your own products. If you've already got an audience base who listens to you and trusts your opinions and recommendations, then why recommend someone else's product and only be paid 10-20% of the actual earnings when you could create your own products and receive all of the funds from that, and maybe even create your own affiliate marketing program for other people so that they can help to sell your products. The only thing with this is that it does take a lot of time to create products, to create courses, ebooks, things that you can sell. While the cost outlay, the monetary outlay isn't huge here, it will take a lot of time. So if you are working a 9-to-5 job in the meantime, while you're trying to build up a business on the side, be prepared to not have any sleep or social life whatsoever. But it is worth it at the end of the day if you have a nice, strong audience base, if you create products that they're already demanding, they're already asking for. Promotion afterwards will be so much easier than if you build your entire business from scratch without a social media or an influencer following. But it is possible. Even if you don't have a single person following you right now and you have to start from scratch, it is possible. It will just take time. Number 5, last but not least, and this ties in with number 1, offering your services and creating a service-based business. This one is about freelancing. To create a business, but instead of creating an entire business first and trying to bring in customers, cold calling absolutely from scratch, you can actually just start by freelancing, offering your services on freelance websites and recruitment agencies that are already looking for people with your skill set, so they already have a promotion and marketing budget. I'm talking about websites like Fiverr, freelancer.com, Upwork, for example. These are all websites where you can just list your services, and it can be anything. These places tend to look for really common skill sets and also really obscure ones as well. So if you have a talent for voice acting, for graphic design, if you know a second language and can translate documents for people, if you're particularly great at data entry or Excel spreadsheets, anything at all, put all your skills up on these websites, because someone out there around the world will be searching for something that you can offer. There are just a couple of issues with this. Number 1 is that there is huge competition. So if you are first starting off and you don't have any reviews yet, you might have to start off by offering super low rates, just so you can be seen and compete with others and get some good reviews back first. Build that trust on those platforms first in order to bring the clients in. Another downfall is that these websites do take quite a bit of a cut out of the money that you're charging. And sites like Fiverr, their starting rate, you have to offer something that's only $5 USD. So that means whatever it is that you're offering, you're only charging $5 for that service. And Fiverr does take a cut. I'm not quite sure anymore what sort of a cut they take, but they do take a cut from whatever it is that you earn. But the good thing is you are able to have add-ons to your services. So even though you have a $5 package that you're offering, you're able to also add on extra services like express delivery for an extra $10. Or for example, if you're a designer and you're doing a design for a client, you can offer extra edits for another amount. So there is scope to add on and increase your revenue there. But it's not something that will sustain your living, especially if you're first starting off. But it is a very good place, especially if you sign up to multiple platforms, to offer your services, start building a client base, start building that trust, start building examples, a portfolio of your work, and also reviews and testimonials as well, so that when you come out of that freelance environment and start building your own business, you already have a solid background and a group of people that trust you. So that is basically it from me for today. The 5 recommendations on how you can start your own business with minimal to no capital at all. Make sure whatever it is that you're planning on doing, offering, it is actually right for you, and you're not just forcing yourself into a box or category that doesn't quite fit. But do your research and make sure it suits you first, because everybody is different. If you have any comments or questions, make sure to leave it down below. Click like, subscribe, and follow on our social media, and be sure to follow me as well. I'm under stellabella.au on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and I would love to hear from you. Thanks again for listening, and I hope you'll have a wonderful week. Good luck on your entrepreneurial journey, and let me know how you go. Bye.